A-E-1 short.
Hi, this is Mafer, also known as FEMMS. We're dying, but we're not dead yet. You know, to keep going to finish the marathon. I was like, oh my God, that's so good. And then I kept that for the title of my album. It's about hope, you know, because I was isolated in Venezuela. I love this city because you can just talk to people and learn so many things and new things every day. I feel like I'm living in a movie. This is At Sometime Somewhere for 81 Radio. I was born in San Cristobal, Venezuela, and it's a very musical town. I realized a few weeks ago I have a bunch of friends here that they're from that same state. So I was always surrounded with music. And I started when I was 9 or 10 with playing cuatro, which is like a Venezuelan instrument that you have to learn to start in music. So after a year, I had to pick between guitar and mandolin, and I said I want to be a rock star. So I picked the guitar. And then when I was 11, my parents got me an electric guitar, and that's how I started my first rock band. It was my friends from school. I was 11, and one of my friends were playing guitar. The other one was playing drums. We didn't have a drum kit, but my neighbor, he had like a drum kit like for kids, a very small one, and we were using that one. Just starting, we were playing like Sweet Child of Mine. We were playing Nirvana songs, and also Maná, which is like a Mexican rock band. And yeah, we did it for a year, every Saturday. But then it was more like a hobby for them, and for me, I wanted to take it seriously. So I started learning. I went to like a music academy, and there's this class where you have a band, and then you play like a bunch of songs, but most of the songs were in English, and none of them speak English. So I was the singer. That's how I started singing. And then we didn't even have a name. Then I took a few of those guys from that band to make my own band, and it was called Bullet Band, you know? So we made a song, we made a music video, and then some things happened in Venezuela, and one of the drummer left to Chile, and everything nothing happened. So I wanted to do something with music. And then when I was 17, I said like, no, I'm just going to do it by myself. And that's how I started with FEMMS. Okay, so I love to learn by myself. When I was in school, I hated to be in a classroom. So what I do is that I have a goal, you know. Let's say I want to make a song. Okay, what do I need to make this song? So I started learning these little things that will make the final goal real, you know. So I can do it like through YouTube, through internet, or asking friends. So that's how I did it. Basically, it was just every day learning small things, and then at the end, I was making an album. When I was 21, I found an opportunity to come to New York for a few months. I was still in school. It was like 6 months left to finish school. So I came here, and I just saw a lot of opportunities. My friend who invited me, her husband, he's a musician as well. He was in a band, in a reggae band, and I met all of his friends. I met a bunch of people, and I found a lot of opportunities. They invited me to play guitar in the band. So I was just playing rock, and then the other day I was playing reggae, which is weird, but it also I learned so many things about collaborating with people, about having a band, because it's fun. I always wanted to do that, and they were taking it seriously, not like my friends in Venezuela. So I said like, yeah, I like this. So I decided to stay. My parents weren't happy about it, of course. But at the end, they support me. They were supporting me to do it. So it's been 3 years now here in New York. When I got here, I was thinking like, what can I do? Like playing live. Should I play like by myself, like doing loops, or having a band? But then there's also this friend I met him when I was 10. He's also from Venezuela, and he was my roommate, and he used to play drums in Venezuela. And he got here and he saw that I was doing music. He said, I want to do it too. I said, okay, let's do a band. So he's the drummer of my band. And for the bass player, he's the bass player of the reggae band. He said like, yeah, let's do it. So it's the three of us. And I started finding gigs in the city. And I playing pianos and playing the Bowery Electric, Heaven Can Wait. I also play the golden sound in Bushwick. I played a bunch of places here in the city, and I was like, okay, this is great because I never did that in Venezuela. So it was very fun. I was also collaborating with people producing. That's when people knew that I was doing this, and they said, okay, we can do something together. And it was a completely different thing than just being by myself in the studio. The first shows, people were just staring at me and sometimes doing like this with their heads. But there was one of the last shows in 2023, yeah. And people started dancing with my music. And it was so special for me. For some reason, I don't know, I said like, I did it. That was my goal, just making people like move and having fun. So I think that was the most special show for me. Yeah, I'm releasing an album November 22nd. I started that album when I was learning to produce in 2020. So it's been 4 years now that I've been doing the album. I finished it here. I had just a bunch of songs there. I didn't know what to do with them. And then I came out with the title first. I saw it in a YouTube video about, do you know, there's this YouTuber called Casey Neistat. I learned English through him because he was doing like daily blogs in YouTube. And I didn't understand anything the first like months. But I really liked how it was the city, how I was living here. And then that's how I learned. So I was here already. He made like a video about the marathon, and this guy was saying like we're dying, but we're not dead yet, to keep going to finish the marathon. I was like, oh my God, that's so good. And then I kept that for the title of my album. And then I took the songs, and then the songs made sense together. It's about hope, because I was isolated in Venezuela. I wanted to, have the life that I have here. So the song's like that hope, and that like analyzing like life. I love this city because everyone is very open to receive and give, everything. Because I was in LA and it was a very completely vibe. So that's why I love here, because you can just talk to people and learn so many things and new things every day. So I think that's a main thing about being creative, just having a bunch of things you can work on, like even like religions, even like everything you can just mix, because I feel like right now everything is already made and you just have to get things from different places so you can create new things, if that makes sense, So that's what I do. I try to talk to a lot of people. I try to collaborate with them in different genres, because I was doing rock. I was doing like psychedelic pop rock. And then I was with this guy doing reggae music. And then we started with Afro. And then now I'm starting to DJ. So I'm learning about electronic music. And I'm trying to mix everything that I've learned to create new things. So I guess it's that. It's just having a lot of inspiration from everywhere and everyone. I love to walk. In the city. It's just going to stores. That's what I try to do with my friends. Just like, let's hang out in Soho. And then we just walk around and go to stores and eat different food. And that's so special. And you never know where you're going to end up that day. One day I started at the Met, and then I finished in Bushwick in a Brazilian, with the Brazilian guy playing drums, by himself on the stage. So it's like you never know what's gonna happen, and I love that about this city. And it's like every day it's interesting for some reason. Even if it's a bad day, it's a good story, you know? So it's like I feel like I'm living in a movie here. CR. I love the Met. I love the Met. It's like it's big, and you just see so many things. I mean, it's not. Is it art or it's more? Yeah, right. Yeah. So I love to go there. Like I've been there for like 5 times now, and it's every time you see new things. So I love it. So everyone can find me on every platform as FEMMS Music. I'm also on all music platforms. I'm going to be releasing an album on November 22nd. It's called Empanem, or in English is like we're not dead. What? We're dying, but we're not dead yet. That's the name. So yeah, I'm very excited about that because it's what I've been doing the past 4 years, and I'm just putting it out so everyone can hear it and can experience it. You know.
AE1 short.
At Sometime Somewhere is produced by Audio-Technica for AT1 Radio. It is recorded at AT1 Studio at Technica House, New York. Follow AT1 Radio and Audio-Technica USA on all social media platforms. Thanks for listening.